Well, it's a pleasure to be joined now here on GCR by someone who had an outstanding season at Maryland after she transferred in from Princeton. And because of that, she heard her name called in the first round of the WNBA draft, and she's getting ready for the start of the season with the Dallas Wings. She is Abby Meyers, and she's with us here on the program. Abby, it's Glenn back in Baltimore. It's great to catch up. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Yeah, Glenn, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I can only imagine what a whirlwind it's been, right? Like unlike in other sports, one season ends, you don't even get like 2 seconds to think and sort of comprehend everything before you got to get ready for the start of the pro career. Abby, just take me back. You decided to come from Princeton to the University of Maryland. At that point, did you believe in your heart of hearts that this team could come together as quickly as it did with so many different faces all working out in order to make a run to the Elite Eight?
Yeah, it was we knew that we wanted to leave a legacy, each and every one of us on the team at the beginning of the year, and it was going to take it's full team effort and full buy-in from really everyone. And we had 9 new transfers, so it was it was just a plan that we had from day one to prove people wrong, to break any low expectation that anyone had of us, and to make it as far as we can, because we knew the talent that we had on the court, and we just had to have that buy-in. And the coaching staff, they worked so hard. They really created that opportunity for us, and us players, we just took it.
What did it mean to you, someone who's from here, someone who I'm sure grew up watching Maryland? What did it mean uniquely to you to do this in a Maryland uniform this season?
Yeah, it's so special to play for your home state. And if you asked me 5 years ago if I'd be putting on that Maryland jersey with my name on the back, I always thought you were crazy. But it was so much fun to be home and have my family come, and from Bethesda, and so many people from the community showed up and supported and watched me play. So just really appreciative of that opportunity that Coach Freeze gave me.
She is Abby Meyers. She's getting ready for the start of the season with the Dallas Wings. She's with us here on GCR. Abby, moving forward, right? Was there a moment where you realized, hey, I'm going to be able to do this at the highest level? Go back as far as you can. Was there a moment in your life that it struck you, this isn't just fun, this is how I'm going to be able to make a living moving forward?
I know, it's a crazy thing, right? To be able to play a game as as your job. But for me, I think it really came, I was able to picture it, I would say. First year at Princeton, Coach Banghart, it was really one with her words and just super extremely motivating. And she gave me that long-term goal. She gave me that image, that picture. And, I really appreciate her for that. She pushed me every day to be better. And, I can't say it was a easy journey to get here, but it was definitely worth it, and I learned a lot throughout the way.
Can you describe what the moment is like when you get the call? Obviously you knew it was going to happen, right? Going into the draft, everybody was talking about it. It wasn't like there was any thought that you weren't going to hear your name called. But even with that being said, can you describe what that moment is like and realizing oh my God, it's real?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea I was going to ever go first round. That was a huge shock to me. But yeah, when I knew I was going to get drafted, I just didn't know what number. And I said I would have taken anything for 25. So to be an 11 is just a dream come true. And my whole family were all screaming just out of pure shock. And, again, a great opportunity. And I'm just so excited to, we're a couple days into training camp, and I'm just excited for the opportunity to play basketball at the highest level with amazing talent around me.
And that part of it, right, that it was 11, that it was in the first round, that this franchise had so much faith in you. How much has that done for you as you now make this very quick jump to getting ready for the start of your pro career, to know that they believed in you that way?
Yeah, they saw something in me, and I've been just showing up every day trying to prove to them, why they picked me at 11. And it's amazing. The veterans here, they're just incredible. We got Enrique, we got Diamond, and
right.
Tasha Howard. It's just incredible to play alongside them. I looked up to them my whole life, and they're just, special talent, special leaders. And I'm just going to take in this training camp time and learn the most from it and be a sponge.
Enrique is the one that she's like a superstar. She's on a different planet, right? It's you walk in for, I don't know, obviously you were around Diamond last season, but do you walk in for a second and find yourself almost a little starstruck for just a second?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw her when I was here, we were lifting together, and she wanted to do a core workout with me, 4-minute finisher, and I was like, hey, if you tell me to do 100 miles, I'll do 100 miles. If you tell me to do a 4-minute core finisher, I'll do a 4-minute core
Right.
finisher with you. And it's just, they're amazing. And I'm just trying to learn as much from them as I can while I'm here.
Abby, what were you most proud of in how your game grew during your season that you spent at Maryland?
I think just my versatility. I think that's what I'm most proud of. I worked on everything, and I'm trying to, perfect everything as best I can. But of course, that stuff can't really ever perfect the game, but you can try.
What is it that you feel like you most bring to the table now as you make that jump? Like, what is the thing that you think is going to allow you to do this for the next 10 to 15 years?
I think the big thing is, when you're young, you got to be smart. You got to take care of your body. You got to take recovery seriously. And I think for me, I'm just going to come in every day. I'm going to learn. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to make sure it gets the rest it deserves. And, I'll just keep playing basketball and doing what has worked.
Have you thought about what the moment's going to be like playing, like putting the jersey on, playing in front of a massive crowd? I know you played in front of a lot of, like, let's be fair, you played in front of some really huge crowds a year ago, obviously. But, like, have you thought about that moment and what it's going to mean to you the first time you're playing in a pro game?
Yeah, I mean, we got an exhibition game on Friday, so that's the first pro game. And, I'm just going to take it in. I'm going to, stay focused. I'm not going to make the moment too big, right? I'm going to just play basketball like I've always had. It's just a different jersey and, with amazing players that I'm going to, use around me. But, yeah, and just day by day, right? Training camp is 3 weeks. It's long. And at the end of the day, I got to, do everything I can to try and make this team. So, yeah, day by day, I say.
Have you allowed yourself to, like, take it in at all? Like, have you allowed yourself a moment to just sit back and reflect and be like, wow?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have. I've made sure of that for sure.
And what is it that you feel in those moments? Like, about the path that got you here, about the people that, like, what is it that you feel when you do allow yourself that moment to reflect?
Just appreciation, I think I never thought I would get here, and to be playing with girls who've known that they were going to go to the WNBA ever since they were a young kid. It's just everyone has so many different stories to tell, and my story is different, it's unique, and I'm gonna just appreciate that for what it is, and I'm gonna just continue to write it as long as I can for however long my basketball career is.
And just another minute here with Abby Meyers as she gets ready for the start of the season with the Dallas Wings. Abby, it was only a year, but how important was the Maryland experience to you, and how important maybe is it to you now? You see all of the players that have had so much success in this league to sort of carry on that legacy of what Maryland basketball means moving forward as a pro.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think moving forward as a pro, I'm just gonna take it in. I think for me, you can never appreciate a great moment enough. I think, and I'm gonna journal about it. I'm gonna write about it because 30 plus years from now, I'm gonna want to remember this moment. I think a basketball career, you never know how long it's gonna be for anyone, right? There's so many ups and downs that come within a season. And so I'm just going to try and reflect, make the most of it, and bring my family, my friends for the ride, because they're all constantly asking questions. How's training camp? How's this?
That's cool.
How's the recap? How's that? So yeah, it's just a special opportunity. Not many people from, where I grew up, can say they play in the WNBA.
She is Abby Meyers. Again, she's getting ready for the start of the season with the Dallas Wings. Abby, I know it's Abby Meyers 10_ on Instagram, right? Is that the best thing we can tell people to give you a follow?
Yeah. Hit me up.
This season was so much fun. I know there were a couple games maybe that were closer than you guys wanted them to be, but there were some thrilling finishes that we enjoyed a great deal during the course of the year. It was so much fun to watch this team this year. We'll be rooting for you as you make this jump now to the pros. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes with us this morning, Abby.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.